So today we are going to read about the last part of the circulatory system, the heart. Now touch to the left side of your chest and try to feel something. Yes, you can feel something is vibrating. That is your heart beating continuously. If still you cannot you are not able to feel it, please touch the side of the wrist and press it gently with your thumb and try and able to feel. What do you feel? Yes, it is vibrating. It's the heart. Now heart is a pumping organ present in the chest between the in the rib cage between the two lungs, slightly bent towards the left side, as you can see here. Okay, it is a pumping organ. It pumps blood and collects blood also. So the impure blood from the veins comes to the right side of the heart and it is pumped to the lungs, whereas the pure blood comes from the lungs and it is pumped through the left side of the body. Now let's see what is the color of the heart. Now you can see the color of the heart is reddish brown. It is the size of a human fist in an average adult. So my heart will be this size, my fist size. Okay, and if you will keep your fist like that and draw. Let's draw and see what we are getting. So if we'll keep like this and draw, we'll get, see, I have kept my fist and drawn. See what I get. I get the size like the lower side of the heart, like this. Okay, so it is the size of a human fist and the weight of a heart is equal to the weight of one apple, that is near about 300 gram. Now let's see the structure of the heart. Now heart has 4 chambers, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So I am dividing it to the two parts, left side and the right side. So right side has 1 auricle and 1 ventricle. Okay, auricle are also called as atria. And the lower chamber is called ventricles. Now, you can see the lower chamber is thicker than the upper chamber. Why? Because it pumps the blood to the lungs. And this side is pumps the blood to the body. So, the right side receives the deoxygenated blood from the head, shoulders, from this upper part and from the legs and the rest of the body from the down part. So that blood comes here in the right auricle. Now here you can see there is a valve. Now this valve is called tricuspid valve. This valve, what happens when the arterium gets filled with the blood? This valve works like a door, So it opens and blood flows to the right ventricle. When blood flows to the right ventricle, then again this squeezes. Okay, it pumps. And this is again one more door. So this opens up and what happened? The blood goes through to the heart. From the heart through the to the lungs. Again what happens? From the lungs, when the oxygenated blood comes out or the bright red colored blood comes out, it comes to the left part, left atrium. Okay, so again this valve opens, bicuspid valve opens, this door opens and the blood is filled in this part, left ventricle. Again this left ventricle pumps out and the blood goes to the whole body. So this is how the heart works. This heart works continuously throughout your lifetime. Have you heard of any machine which works throughout your lifetime without stopping even when you are sleeping? So, again, shall we revise? See, the heart is the main pumping organ of body. It pumps and collects blood from various body parts, it sends it back after purification. Means when the blood exchanges gases and gets oxygen from the lungs, it sends this red oxygenated blood to the body. The color of the heart is reddish brown. Size is equal to 1 human fist and weight is around the weight of 1 apple, that is 300 grams. It is located in the middle of the chest, slightly towards the left, guarded by the rib cage. Structure has 2 parts, left and right. So each part has got 1 auricle and 1 ventricle. So the left side pumps the oxygenated blood and the right side pumps the deoxygenated blood. Now let's see the working of the heart. So what happens? Here you can see 2 parts, the blue part and the red part. So this is the right part and this is the left part. Now you see the color of the arrows given. Red color stands for the pure blood and black one for the impure blood. So the impure blood from the body comes to the right auricle and from there it passes to the right ventricle and the pulmonary veins carry it to the lungs. Now what happens in the lungs? Here if you can see the hemoglobin which were of the impure blood which was carrying the carbon dioxide. Hb stands for hemoglobin and CO2 stands for the carbon dioxide. So this red blood cells in which the hemoglobin was there which was carrying carbon dioxide like this and these two are bonded with a temporary bond. Okay, this is not permanent. So what happens when it comes in contact? Now capillaries I have told you 1 cell thick lining. So what happens here? And the lungs also, here is the lining is very thick. So what happens when oxygenated air means air which is rich in oxygen is present here and carbon dioxide rich hemoglobin is there. So there is a exchange. So what happens? This bond breaks between the hemoglobin and carbon dioxide and carbon dioxide passes to the from higher zone to the lower zone, means from blood to the air of the lungs, and oxygen does the same thing. It passes from here to the blood. Now blood again hemoglobin becomes free, so it again makes a temporary bond with oxygen and the blood turns pure red in color, and this blood is again carried from the capillaries to the pulmonary vein and from here it is coming back to the left auricles, from here to the left ventricle and carried by the arteries to the whole body where again exchange takes place between the blood and the tissue fluid limb. Now let's see the functioning point wise. See, lung mixes oxygen into the blood. This oxygenated blood is pumped into the left auricle. So again I am repeating here what happened. The lung, from the lung there is the diffusion of the gases takes place and the blood becomes purified with oxygen. This blood comes to the left side of the heart and the heart pumps it to the whole body. See, the second point is explained too. So the blood is pumped from the left auricle to the left ventricle. It is pumped to the whole body parts from the left ventricle. This much I have explained. Now come to the D, E and F point. The impure blood is collected and pumped into the right auricle. Right auricle sends it into the right ventricle. Right ventricle pumps it into the lungs for oxygenation. The entire cycle repeats itself. So what happens again from the body? What happens? The blood again comes back carrying carbon dioxide to the right auricle. From here the valve opens and the blood again enters to the right ventricle. From here right ventricle again pumps it to the lungs for purification. So this cycle continues throughout. Now I have explained you the circulation of the blood and also told you that the heart pumps the blood constantly, means without any break it pumps the blood. Now again I have explained you the right auricle receives the impure blood, comes to the left right ventricle, from there to the lungs, and from lungs it comes to the left ventricle, and to the left auricle to the left ventricle, and goes back. This is called circulation. Now what happens in our heart? The blood circulates 2 times. Twice means 2 times through the heart for completing 1 round of circulation. So this is called double circulation. Okay. So the circulation of blood between the heart and the other body organs is called systemic circulation. Now understand this point. So now see, the double circulation means blood passes from the heart 2 times. Once from the right auricle to the right ventricle and to the lungs. This is the first circulation. Then from the lungs it comes to the left auricle to the left ventricle, and then goes to the body. So 1 and 2. So this type of circulation is called double circulation. Now one word I was using, that is pulse. So when the heart beats, it pumps the blood into the arteries. So this blood moves with a jerk, and this is called pulse. Another thing is heartbeat. So when the heart is pumping the blood, that time it makes a sound, lup, dup. So that is called heartbeat. The doctors hear the heartbeat through a device called stethoscope. Okay. In a normal healthy person, the heart beats about 70 times in a minute. Okay. You can feel it by keeping a hand into your chest slightly towards the left side, or by checking your pulse like this. Now children, you know all about the heart. You can answer the simple questions I am asking you. Okay. The heart, blood and blood vessels constitute which system? The heart consists of dash chambers. How many chambers the heart consists of? And there are dash between the upper and the lower chambers of the heart. Okay, what is the name of those doorways I have told you, which is between the upper and the. Then blood absorbs dash in the lungs. The heart of a healthy person beats about dash times in a minute. So after that you have to complete or make this diagram, page number 8 from your book. Okay. And this diagram of heart, not this one. This one you don't make. This one you make in your pair notebook. Okay. Then we come to the last part, lymphatic system. So when the blood reaches the capillaries, the water and the dissolved solutes are filtered from the plasma into the tissue space. Now each tissue is made up of cells. Okay. So there is a gap between the 2 cells. This is called tissue space. So there is also a fluid called lymph. Okay. This lymph fluid is similar to the blood fluid and it doesn't have any blood cells. So there is an exchange from the plasma and the lymph. So what happens? This lymph contains the carbon dioxide and the waste products. Okay. So waste products of the cells, whatever cells have undergone the processes, from that whatever the waste products is there, so that this lymph contains. So there is an exchange. Again the things go from the higher to lower section. So from here carbon dioxide and waste goes into the blood, and from the blood what happens? Oxygen and the nutrients or hormones, whatever it is, that comes here. So the cells use these oxygen and again continue the process. So this happens here. This system of the lymph, where there are small channels called lymph vessels. Like blood vessels, there is also lymph vessels, and it is also yellow in color. It contains white blood cells or lymphocytes. Why? Because there is also chances of getting infection, so it has lymphocytes. So there is an exchange, and that's how the tissues and the lymph or the tissue fluid or the lymph exchanges the nutrients and the waste products or carbon dioxide or oxygen from the blood. So the lymphatic system also consists of lymph, the tissue fluid, lymph vessels, and the lymph nodes. So that is the full part of the circulatory system. Okay, so now you are able to do the test yourself question and question round. Give it a try, and if read the lesson 1 or 2 times, and then try to give the answers of all the questions of page number 9 and page number 10. Still, if you cannot answer, then see all the videos. Okay.